Hello watch fam, I'm the Chirpy Panda and welcome to my affordable wristwatch channel. In this channel, we talk about affordable watches, unbox them, give first impressions, give reviews, and see how we can get them onto your wrist. Today we are exploring something a little bit more special, something probably more expensive compared to other things that I have in my collection. We're exploring the Moonwatch. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch, which is astronomical in price right now. I think the latest edition or latest release of it brings the total or the cost of the retail watch up to over 10,000 Australian, so about 7,000-8,000, maybe 9,000 USD, which is really pushing it now. It's getting into the Rolex territory, which I guess Omega wants to play in. He wants a little bit of that sweet nectar that Rolex is pushing out on a yearly basis. However, this is a moonwatch that is not as well known as the Omega moonwatch. This is the Bulova Lunar Pilot. I guess the second moonwatch. It's the second watch outside of Omega to be on the moon back in, let me say, 1971, specifically the Apollo 15 mission. And we're basically gonna unbox and give my first impression in this beautiful chronograph. It seems very similar looking to the Speedmaster, but it's got its own design kind of features that I think you guys will be quite interested in looking at, especially if you currently cannot afford the Moonwatch from Omega, which for me currently it's kind of like a grail watch for me. I can't afford it yet. Fingers crossed I'll be able to get that in the next couple of years. And yeah, so let's just flip the camera around and check out this unboxing, or check out this watch I should say, after this quick intro. Hi guys, welcome back. In front of me is the Bulova Lunar Pilot, or the second Moonwatch, and it is a chronograph which I purchased off. It's a second-hand watch I purchased from, I think it was Reddit. Actually, yeah, I bought it from Reddit from a reputable seller there for $305 US, shipped to Australia as well, mind you. So it's pretty well. It did go kind of missing in the post because the seller put Austria, but I live in Australia, so it kind of went to Austria and then had to do a little loop-de-loop and came here after a month and a half. But here we are. So let's crack this baby open and check out my Moonwatch. I'm just still gonna call this the Moonwatch, even though I know this is kind of like not the Moonwatch. Sue me. Okay, so I got it from these guys, 41 Reserve. You can kind of check out the I can email the guy, I guess, directly. He's gonna send me both business cards, and he sells a lot of stuff on Watch You Seek, I think it was called, and as well as, what do you call it, Reddit, Watch Exchange, I believe that was the thing. So, oh wow, oh dang it, the box got scuffed up. I probably should have asked about that first, but it's okay, no biggie. That's, the box is a little bit scuffed. I can live with that. But wow, this is my first Bulova watch, and my gosh, this is way better than the Seikos and the stuff I've been playing around with. This, just the box itself, it's solid wood. And let's crack it open. This is second hand, as a heads up. Well, they wrapped it very well in here. Check something like, let me feel that away. And wow, this looks almost brand new. So this watch was basically made as a reproduction. It was the second, I think this is the first edition of this watch, beyond the actual prototype that was gave to the astronaut. This is looking really cool, and look at that, it's even got the official, like, is it the NASA specs? I always call it mil spec because it's not a military watch, it's like an astronaut watch, right? That's his actual specification there. Absolutely gorgeous. But let's put this down. So it comes with this NATO strap, which was, I believe, what they used on the actual moon, so they can go on the outside of the actual suit, the astronaut space suit. And these beautiful genuine leather black, kind of like carbon fiber but leather on the one side, it's carbon fiber on the outside. Strap, so it actually comes with the tag as well. So this person didn't really use it. Obviously it's got sapphire crystal on the outside. Cool, so I'll just leave that there. I can put two watches in this box case, I realized that. They also included I believe this is a, yep, it is. It looks really high quality too. It's a spring bar tool, so that you can kind of, here we go, is it focusing? You can change the straps. Very, very thoughtful, Bulova. Very thoughtful. Put that back in. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. We are here for the dang watch. And here we have it. It is a quartz watch. It looks like it's still got some battery, so the small seconds at the bottom. So it can keep count up to 1 hour on the stopwatch. Oh no! No, hang on. Oh, I can go up to 8 hours, can't it? I'll have to test that. I think on the right, the sub-dial there, I believe is another hour kind of indicator. On the outside is the tachometer. I recently reviewed the Orient Neo 70s kind of retro looking Panda chronograph. I don't think it has a tachometer, whereas this one, how Bulova did it was that they tried to design a watch that was very, very similar to the Omega Speedmaster, the Speedy, which was the Moonwatch, the original Moonwatch, which was approved for basically all this space. Until this day, all missions to the moon. They try to mimic it as much as possible, which is why this dial looks very familiar. It's not really a homage per se. They are their own thing. Let me just put, oh, that button feels so satisfactory. Satisfying, not satisfactory. Oh, no, that's not an hour track. That's a... Oh, it's a millisecond track, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it can, wow, it can go down to that level. And then it's a sweep back because it's a quartz watch, by the way, guys. Anyway, before I go deep diving into my first impression, let's look at the specs first with my trusty digital caliper. Remember to zero it out, and here we go. The diameter, as is measured by the caliper, is 45. The thickness 13.3. Lug to lug 53, I'd say 53, give or take. Lug width, this is the hardest for me because I always get it. 20, nice. 22, completely acceptable in terms of strap options. Now the crystal is a sapphire flat crystal, proud of the bezel, as you can see here. It comes with 2 straps, as I mentioned before. And there is also as stated, a 50-meter water resistance. And in terms of the actual movement, as they have stated here, it is an internal kind of in-house Bulova quartz movement where they are touting a 262 kilohertz caliber. So it's a high performance quartz caliber, which they call the caliber 8136. Which has an accuracy of plus to minus 10 seconds per year, which is good. I mean, like it's a quartz movement. It's not really going to be any issues with accuracy, I would say. But yeah, that's the specs. On the back. Okay, let me open this up. Okay, I just opened it up. I realized it's not a one-piece NATO strap. It's like a 2-piece NATO strap, interesting enough. Anyways, on the back is engraved all the information of the Apollo 15 moon landing that this watch was a part of. So that happened on July the 26th, 1971 they were there till August the 7th, 1971. I don't know what the other stuff actually mean. Hadley Row Alpines? I probably should read this up. Cool, so lovely case back. Now going on to the actual case, it is all bead blasted, or it's not polished, it's just blasted of some sort. It could be sandblasted, I'm not sure. And it's got this really cool kind of, I would say military look when it has that bead blasting instead of brushing. Having said that, the bezel, which is very tall, is brushed horizontally, and the pushes are polished, and the crown is really polished with, as I mentioned, a signed crown. The dial itself, it's like a flat matte black, with the sub dials having this type of sunburst effect. Everything's white and very like legible, I guess purely because of how the Omega Moonwatch was designed. They kind of mimicked it as much as possible. Now, a nice design feature, honestly speaking, the original didn't have the date. I would have, you know, this is version 1. The version 2 that they launched, they don't have the date. If you're like a purist type of guy or girl, I would say go for the one without the date. I probably, if I can, I might try to get that and sell this one. It'll probably look better. But anyways, this one has a date complication. Let's check out the crown to see if I can actuate it. This is probably the, yep, and the Okay, it's hackable. So I've put it all to the second position already. So this will change the time. And the seconds obviously hacks. As you can see, let me just move it to the beautiful position of... there we go, 10 past 10. And voila, it looks absolutely stunning. Now, between the actual tachymeter outside and the internal kind of dial, there's this kind of like these lines, almost like a chapter ring type thing outside, and it's actually recessed. It's a little detail that you may or may not be able to see on camera, but in person, it adds so much complexity to the actual dial. Not in a negative way, in the sense that I can kind of look at it at different angles. The indices are all applied. The logo, I believe, is printed on. Yep, it's printed on. Same as all the subdials, everything's printed on, but the indices and ours are all applied with some sort of loom that I have yet to test. The button pushes are very nice just then when I felt it. Oh, that feels so good. There's a satisfying, like, there's this really nice click that you get when you press it. Wait, hang on. Yeah, it's got this nice click. Having said that, if you are a fan of mechanical chronographs, it doesn't have that mechanical pusher feel. So that's just something I want to call out. That one has a better click. Yeah, it's empty now. That had a way better click. Pop. Oh, look at that initial click. Now, the only thing is once you actuate the chronograph, the timer, and then you press to stop it, it has a softer click. But the original click, which would be like this, has that satisfactory mechanical feel, but not to the extent of an actual mechanical watch. I know it sounds convoluted, but for those that really want that button pushing feel, this may be satisfactory as a quartz alternative. But yeah, so this band itself is very nice. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously the original owner has been using this strap more than the actual leather strap, because the leather strap's basically brand new. The only thing is that it's a two strap. I don't know why they did that. Kind of wish that it was just like a one strap NATO. Maybe it might be because it's thinner that way. Otherwise it'll be like double down. Would it be double? Yeah, it'll be double otherwise, wouldn't it? Yeah. I've heard a lot of complaints that this watch is really big on smaller wrists, so let's chuck it on and see kind of how it feels on hand. Before we jump onto it, just wristwatch check. I'm currently wearing the Addies Dive / Still Dive Flieger watch in the Type A configuration. I'll be wearing this a lot in a green and black kind of Bond NATO, looking very special. Actually, you know what? This one's 39 millimeters. This one was, what was it? This was 45 mil. So let's compare it, because I think people are worried about how big it is. And I've got 6¼ inch wrists. Let's compare it. And here we are. Oh wow, it is freaking huge. Oh, that's big. That's big. And this is the bigger part of my arm. I mean, it's not hugely. That might be 6½ inch, you know. This is 6¼ So 39 mil, 45 mil. I really measured 48 if you were to go to the actual side, to the other side. They probably just measured the internal kind of bezel area. That's how it looks. I'm going to take this off and I'll show you how it actually looks on the wrist. And here we are. It feels really, really big. I don't know if it's because it's really thick. See how thick it is? And my wrist is really small, but it feels really big. And I'm not sure if I can pull this off. I might have to change the strap. Yeah, so I've got some 20 mil kind of racing straps on it, so I might be able to chuck it on and it may work. I don't know, but right now it feels really big on my wrist. Oh, that's nice though, pressing that button. So maybe I'll be able to look away from that in terms of stuff. But hey, this is my first moon watch until I can afford an actual Speedy from Omega. Because this essentially still went to the moon. And what happened is this actually replaced the Speedy, because the Speedy broke. The hands or something fell. Oh no, the crystal popped off. So this was the only thing that the astronaut could wear. And I know it's a backup, but heck, you know, having a backup is better than no backup, right? But yeah, it's nice. It's really nice looking. It's just a little bit big right now on me. It probably is a strap. And if I change the strap, maybe I can pull it off. Maybe. What do you guys think? Let's flip the camera around and have a conclusion. Welcome back, guys. So that was my unboxing and first impressions of the Bulova Lunar Pilot Chronograph watch. It is quite special for me, largely because, how would you say, I am a space fan. It's one of those things where when I was young I wanted to be an astronaut. I've always dreamt of going to space and, you know, feeling weightlessness and no gravity. So the moon being the thing that is probably achievable, or a destination that I may be able to travel to in my lifetime, even if I'm 60-70 years old. See how SpaceX goes. I've had that fascination for a long time. So the Omega Speedmaster, the moon watch, is one of those watches that this is my grail watch. I'll definitely, one of them at least, I'll definitely want to pick one up if I can afford it. I think I got to look at the secondhand market and get something a little bit more vintage now, as the prices keeps going up. So when this Bulova came to my attention, this Lunar Pilot Chronograph came to my attention, I was ecstatic that I can actually afford this. The watch priced this beauty, I'm gonna zoom in, this beauty here, on the Bulova website, they say it's $1,000 US. However, I was lucky enough to get this for $305 US, plus some PayPal fees, shipped to Australia. So it is an absolute steal for me. It is a secondhand watch, so a couple of months old, I think, or 1 year old. Not that old, anyways. It's not a lot of scuffs and stuff. But yeah, I'm ecstatic about this watch. It is slightly too big for my 6¼ inch wrist, as you probably saw in the unboxing. Having said that, I think I'm just gonna watch it. I just want a part of history on my wrist, even though it is a quartz and not an exact replica, because there's also a date. I wish they removed the date. But if they had this in a mechanical movement, even if it's like not the original movement they used in the prototype, with no date, still speed blasted case, love that B-Blasters case, and retaining this large size, what was this, was it 52 lug to lug? I forgot what it was now. Anyways, it was 50-ish lug to lug. I don't mind wearing it slightly big. There's so much history to this watch that I can talk about it, and it'll be actually a good conversation starter, because everybody knows about the Omega Moonwatch, but not many people know about the Bulova Moonwatch, and I think that in itself is a good way to start a conversation with perhaps other watch enthusiasts that may or may not know that fact. The other thing is, so this is actually pretty stupid. Like, so these numbers here, can you see it now? You see how it says DOM 08021971? The meaning behind it is actually much simpler than you can imagine. It actually says date of mission, DOM, the 2nd of August 1971. So it's in the American type of, so month, day, year. So 2nd of August 1971, I think that's when it made history, being the moon, the watch on the moon, at least worn on the moon, I should say. And the frequency below is how the speed of the beat of the actual watch is. Bloody frequency of the watch, that's what it is. My terminology is all over the place when it comes to watches. I'm still learning. Please don't hurt me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing first impressions. If you like that, please consider liking the video, and also if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. As I mentioned in the intro, I do a lot of unboxing, first impressions and reviews, as well as some custom builds of watches, and I post 2 times a week now, so you know, subscribe so they can get more quality content. Is this quality content? I don't know. If you like it, just subscribe. Help a brother out, man. It doesn't cost you a thing. Anyways, I'm the Chirpy Panda. You guys have been amazing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.